Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're looking to sharpen your Power BI skills, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, I'm walking you step by step through how to do a Countif in Power BI using DAX. Now, this is one of those essential tricks for anyone working with data, whether you're building reports for your team or analyzing trends for your business. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know exactly how to count rows that meet specific conditions, both with text and numbers, essentially how to replicate Excel's Countif in Power BI. Let's dive in and get started right away. To kick things off, open up Power BI and make sure your data model is ready. I'll be working with a sample table called Sync Slicer, but the steps will work with whatever table you have. If you're following along hands-on, take a moment here to ensure your data has the columns relevant to what you want to count. It's a small thing, but double-checking at the start can save you a ton of troubleshooting later on. First, let's recreate a basic Countif that counts rows based on a single condition. Imagine you want to count how many entries in your data have East as their region. This is a really common scenario, maybe for tracking sales, territory performance, or regional feedback. In DAX, we're going to use the Calculate function along with Countrows. Here's the formula: Countif equals Calculate Countrows Sync Slicer. Sync Slicer region equals East. Let me break this down for you. Calculate is the master function in DAX that lets you change the context for calculations. It's like giving your formula a set of filters. We use Countrows to count the number of rows in the Sync Slicer table. But here comes the magic. By adding the filter Sync Slicer region equals East, Calculate will only count the rows where the region is precisely East. If you're coming from Excel and used to writing Countif range East, this construction should feel familiar, even though it looks a bit different. Don't worry if this setup seems intimidating the first time you see it. After you try it once or twice, it really does start to click. Now, let's take it one step further and see how to use this pattern for numeric conditions. Suppose you want to count all sales entries greater than 300. Maybe you're measuring high-value transactions or tracking certain sales goals. The DAX formula we'll use is almost identical, but our condition will reference a number instead of a text string. Here, what that looks like: count sales over 300 equals Calculate Countrows Sync Slicer. Sync Slicer sales 300. Again, the Calculate function sets the context. Countrows tallies up how many rows qualify, and the filter inside specifies that the sales value must be greater than 300. Think of it like asking Power BI to just focus on the big wins, the deals above that 300 mark. This approach isn't just limited to greater than. You can use less than, equals, or even combine multiple conditions as you get more comfortable with DAX. A quick tip here: if your formula doesn't seem to return the results you expect, double-check your column names and conditions for typos, and make sure the values in your column are formatted as you expect. Sometimes East in your data might have an extra space at the end, or your numbers might be stored as text. Little things like that can trip anyone up, so don't stress if you get an error or an unexpected blank result. Troubleshooting is part of the process, and there you have it. You now know how to do Countif-style calculations in Power BI using DAX. With these two examples, you should be well equipped to adapt and build your own metrics, whether you're filtering by text, numbers, or even more complex criteria down the road. If you found this tutorial helpful, go ahead and give it a like, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions or requests for future tutorials. I'm always here to help you out. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips, tricks, and Power BI walkthroughs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.